Dear students, exercise 2.7 is your homework for today. As it was discussed in the online class, that in exercise 2.7 you will come across different types of equations which need rational thinking, where you have to be very thoughtful that how you have to proceed in order to solve each of these equations. Let's go with equation number 1 and 2. In equation number 1 and 2, you can see that one equation is linear, whereas the other equation is quadratic. So what you have to do in these two questions, that you have to find the value of x from the first equation, means from the linear equation, and then you have to put that value in the quadratic equation in order to find the value of y. When the value of y is found out, then you have to put that value of y again in the same equation from where the value of x was derived. So then you will get your answers in the order pairs x and y form. As far as question number 3 and 4 are concerned, these both are similar. How we can recognize this type of equation? Here you can see one of the equations is linear and the other one is in fraction form. So what you have to do, you have to derive the value of x from equation number 1, which is linear. Then you have to put the value of that means the value of x in equation number 2. But before doing that, you have to convert equation number 2 in simple form, means you have to eliminate the fraction here. Then you can put the value of x in this equation. Okay, next is question number 5 and question number 6. You can see that question number 5 and question number 6 are same because both of them are quadratic equations. But here you can see that in these two equations you can see the round brackets. So first of all, what you have to do before proceeding towards the solution, you have to expand this round bracket by applying the formula a minus b whole square and a plus b whole square. When the equations will get expanded, then you will be having x square plus y square in both the equations. Then you have to subtract or add these equations in order to reduce these quadratic terms, or in order to eliminate these quadratic terms. So you will be having the linear equations. Then you can find the values of x from those linear equations. Then you can put the values in the other equations in order to find the unknown values. Let's go with question number 7 and 8. In question number 7 and 8, you can see x square and y square in both the equations. But what is the difference here? You can see here that the coefficient of x square is 1, whereas the coefficient of x square is 5. So this type of equations can be solved by equating the coefficients, because if you will equate the coefficients, then one of the unknown variables can get cancelled by subtraction, and then you can easily find the value of the other unknown value. Question number 7, 8 and 9 are same. You can solve it by equating the coefficients. Okay, now we have question number 10 and 11. You can see that what is the difference between question number 7, 8, 9 and 10 and 11. The difference is that in question number 9 you can see that here also x square exists, here also y square exists, here also. But here you can see that here x square exists, here also, but here y square exists, but here also y square exists, but xy here we have in middle, but here we don't have any xy. So you can recognize this type of equations that if you have xy in middle, so this can be factorized further. This equation can be solved by factorization, which have the xy term in middle, because this can be factorized by midterm partition. So after factorizing this equation, you will be having the values of x. Then you can put those values of x in this equation in order to find the values of y. These both equations are same and can be solved in the same method. Let's go with question number 12 now. In question number 12, we can see that you have x square plus xy and y square plus xy. Here is x square and here is y square. Both of them have different variables here. If you have, and both of them have then xy, you can recognize this type of equation when in both the equations xy exist. So what you have to do, this is a different question. You can take x common here, and here you can take y common. So then you will have some similar terms like x plus y and x plus y. Then you can divide these equations so that to simplify it, and then you will be having a linear equation, and then you can proceed same as it is you are doing this other questions. Let's go with the last question, question number 13. In question number 13, you can see here that x square exists and here y square exists. Okay, now you can see that the difference between question number 12 and 13 is that here both of them xy and xy you are having here, but here you have 2xy and here you have xy. So there you cannot get the similar terms, or you cannot take, if you will take common, so you will not get the similar terms for the purpose of division. So this is a different question. You can recognize it that if this xy will be different here, so you are going to equate the constant term here. You can equate it by multiplying it with 2 and multiplying it with 7, so you will get the constant term similar as 14. Then you can proceed it ahead. I hope that this video or this brief explanation will help you to do your homework easily. Stay blessed. Have a nice day.